Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I'm actually going to go over the Insert tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new page, so I can click right here and I'm going to rename it Insert Tab. And I'm also going to put that in here as well, just so that I have a quick reference to it. You can name it anything you want, but I just want you to know that anytime you rename a page, this is where it will show up. So I just want to make sure you identify the page so you know how to find it. So let's go ahead and go over to Insert. So what we have here is different functions. Again, a lot of this might be similar to what you're recognizing. We'll get back to insert space here in a minute, but as you can read here, click and drag down to make space for more notes, click and drag up to remove space. So that's just how you would use that. You can also put in a table. So if you have something that you want to, that you need to use a table for, then at least you have this option to do that. You can spread it out a little bit and build it a little bit more. Here we go. And so, Asian and so, you can just add information here, table 1, table 2, whatever you choose to do. I mean, if you choose not to use the table, that's fine. Some of the other things you can do, let's go back to Insert. You could do a file printout. So what's nice about this is you can actually grab a file. And let me go to my documents because I know I have lots of files there. Or not. Let's go here. Let's go to a manual. And I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm trying to find a very small one. This one looks small, so let's go ahead and insert that. And so this will show up actually onto the OneNote, as you can see here. So it's kind of a really nice feature. It also gives you the option to show you where it came from, what type of file it is. But at least if you want to add or remove information to your document without having to have your those who are collaborating with you on the document, that they have actual visual of the documentation instead of having to download it. So this is a quick, easy way of doing that. We could do a file attachment. So there's a lot of times that you might want to just add a file instead of downloading it or putting it directly because you want to save room on your documentation or something. I can actually bring in one of my video files and attach it, and it'll give me choices. So I can copy to SharePoint and link. They recommend that just because it's then put on the cloud and it's always available. I can attach the file or I can insert a printout. Insert a printout is really not going to work very well just for a video file, but you can do that like for a PowerPoint or such. So let's go ahead and let's attach the file and see what that looks like. And that'll be a while, it looks like. So you can see that your other options up here as well. But what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and pause this. Oh, never mind. It took a little bit less time than I expected. Okay, so you can see now that I have a file here. If I double click it, it should open, and there it is. And but I can also, and you can see I have also these options here that come when I have a video happening. So let's go ahead and just insert a regular document, and I'll show you how quickly that works as well. Let's go in here because I know I have a few in here, so I can just insert that. So I'm going to insert it as a file, and let's try it one more time as the handout, just so you can kind of see what I'm doing and what it's supposed to look like for you and how convenient it is for you. So obviously it was a very large file, but let's go ahead and look in there. It's still inserting. And like most things with the computer, I just want you to be aware it does take, sometimes takes a little bit of time. And so, just have some patience, unlike me. And so it's going to go ahead and print that out for me. And you can see all of my tables here now. all my pages that are added into the Insert tab. So it actually comes in like this. And so it looks like just like a handout. I can go to page 2, page 3, page 4. So that's a very good, useful tool there. So I like that actually, because that's going to save me a lot of time. I can actually include a spreadsheet, so I can create a new one, or I can import an existing one. I am sure that I probably have quite a few. Go back into training documents. Actually, I know where one is. Let's go ahead and go down here. And maybe not. Okay, here. Let's go to lecture, and I can insert that. So I can attach it as a file like we did just recently, insert a chart or a table, or insert the spreadsheet. So if I did the insert chart or table, it's only going to insert that information there. Okay, so I have a problem with that file, so which is fine. Just say okay. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it obviously doesn't like that file, but anyway, it would normally, sure. Okay, so it's probably because I also have it set up as a different type of file, which is, I believe it's a CSV versus an Excel file, but CSV works in an Excel file. So just be aware of that when you're doing these things. So the next thing we can do is insert if you have Visio, you can insert an existing one, and I know I have one right here, so I can just insert that. And let's go ahead and insert the diagram just so you can see what it looks like. I prefer to do that because attaching is just a little bit easier, so you can see I actually have the document inserted into the file. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. And then, again, you can do screen clipping. So this is like the snippet tool. So say you want to take something offline. And okay, so what you can do here with the tool that I was talking about, screen clipping, I can actually take a screenshot. So let's go ahead and grab this. And it now shows up over here on my OneNote, and let's go ahead and drag it back over here. So what's really nice about this, it just takes a picture for you. It kind of tells you when you did it, and it just is a screenshot for you, which is very, very fun and a good tool again to use. You can insert pictures just like on any Microsoft program, same with online pictures. That just takes you to a Bing search, and then you just put in your search criteria there. You can do from SharePoint, but I'm not sure if it's available to you right at the moment, so we'll skip over that. You can actually get an online video, so say you want to get something from YouTube. See, so I can actually take a video. Let's go trending, because that's so I could take this video, and let's go ahead and pause it, and I can copy and paste it. You want to make sure you copy the URL. Go ahead and go back to your OneNote. And what I could do is online video, and Control V works very well, and just say okay. And now you can see that I have that video available, and I can actually play it straight from here. So that's another nice feature that you can have. You can add a link. So say you want to, now the link is very cool. So say I want to link information from one of my other notebooks. I can actually do that. And so what I could do is I can choose it from here, say okay, and now I have the link, and it will actually take me to my other notebook. Or I can add a link to a website. So say I want this one, which is fine. Let's try this again. And just put it in there. And homepage and say OK. And I want it in that one. And just say OK. And so now you can see I can actually click on this one. I get to my Microsoft Hub. I go back. Okay, so if I put in, you know, the web address, you can see I can click on it and it says oit.edu. You can see that it has the website in there. So just be aware that sometimes if you click and paste URL, it won't always work. So I could show you this. Let's go to my OIT login, copy, and let's do this, new link. Let's say my OIT, just so that I know what it is. Let's see if this works this time. So I have to be very careful with this, and you just want to make sure that you do this right, but you can see now that the link works correctly. And then other thing you could do, you can record audio. So as you can see here, I am recording. I have options. I can pause, I can stop. I'm actually recording right now. I have these video, audio video settings, and I can also record video, but since we're still focused on insert, I will get to the audio settings later. I can just stop the recording. And I'm going to come back here. And now you can see I have a little arrow here, so I can actually play that, and you can hear it. And so that's kind of a good feature. And I can actually stop the recording because I'm done recording for the time being. So let's go ahead and go back to insert. So if I want to record video, same exact thing, same difference. I can stamp the date on here so I know what day that I've done this, and time. And date and time, so if you want both or you just want one or the other. I have page templates, so I can actually do lecture note and study questions, and so this is kind of a neat little feature too. So this added a new page, as you can see, so you can always right click on it and rename it. Oh, and rename it up here, I'm sorry. So study notes, and so that shows up here. And I can actually assign homework if I want to, but I can give a bunch of information here just to help somebody out if they need some information that way. Let's go back here, and I can add another page, and let's go ahead and do this one as equation. So we know that I want to do an equation, so you have these symbols, you just pop them in there. That's really nice, especially for math instructors. You do have all of these other available to you here. If I add another page, so let's go ahead and add another page after we go to insert, and we'll call this one symbols. Oops. And so now I can insert any symbol I want, and you know, and then I can also look for more symbols that are available. This is a character map, so this is really useful for finding different things. WebDings is just a quick side note. WebDings is very good for any kind of you know, type of different shapes and symbols that you might want. So you can, you know, pick one and just say insert and close, and you'll see it's in there. And so that is the insert feature for Microsoft OneNote. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to contact me, extension 51730, and email is edith.warden@oit.edu. Thank you and have a great day.